Hello coolers and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with Aubameyang. It has been reported that Barcelona do not want Alonso as part of the Aubameyang deal. They want only cash. We are going to be discussing about that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about this very shocking report claiming that Barcelona could sign another forward if they can secure all exits. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post bell notification so you always stay up to date. Give the video a like and please make sure to watch it right up to the very end.
Barca! Barca! Barca!
The Athletic journalist David Ornstein has recently revealed that Chelsea have made the first official bid for their top target Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The Premier League giants have tabled an 18 million bid, including Marcos Alonso, in an attempt to convince Barca, who are in desperate need for a left back. However, the ever so reliable Fabrizio Romano has now claimed on the issue. The Italian transfer expert suggests Aubameyang has already agreed personal terms with Chelsea yesterday night. It does not come as a surprise, as recent reports have suggested that Aubameyang may earn up to double his current salary at Stamford Bridge. And although he remains reluctant in leaving Camp Nou, he is unlikely to hesitate when it comes to joining Chelsea. Romano further claims that Barcelona are set to hold talks with the Gabonese international's entourage. The two parties are set to discuss the player's potential move to Stamford Bridge in the coming days and how to treat the whole situation. However, the Catalans are not on board with Chelsea's first offer for the player. The Blaugrana have no intention to entertain a player plus cash deal offer, even if it involves one of their top targets in the form of Marcos Alonso. Therefore, the ball is now on Chelsea's court, as they look to come up with a better offer for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. With the player only joining the Barca camp at the start of the year, the Blues may have to table a lucrative offer if they are to snap him up by the end of this month. It will equally be interesting to see how Barcelona coordinate the Marcos Alonso pursuit, knowing the Spaniard is Xavi's top option for the left-back position. A lot could be unveiled in the coming days as these two European giants look to sort out their teams before the transfer window slams to a shut. Exactly just how I anticipated that Barca might likely reject the proposal that Chelsea made earlier of offering their 18 million euro plus Marcos Alonso in the deal to sign Aubameyang. Barca want these deals to be treated separately, and so be it. Chelsea have seen it turned down. Barca, even though they want Marcos Alonso, but Barca want it to be treated separately. So things are really happening. Things are happening. Chelsea have no time to waste. They know the transfer window is soon coming to a close with less than 2 weeks to go, and of course they will be feeling the pressure right now to get this Aubameyang deal done. But Barca are trying to make life difficult. Honestly speaking, this FC Barcelona have been selling players a lot cheaper than how we buy players from other clubs. 30 million euros is very okay, and I don't think 18 million euros should be ever accepted for Aubameyang. Barca sell so cheap, and funny enough, we buy players so expensive. So I don't understand how we do our own business. So if Chelsea can't afford to give the 30 million euros that we are demanding, then so be it. I don't think Aubameyang should leave. Even though Barca have their own problems on their own, trying to register players and things like that. But I think the 30 million euros is worth it. We need to sell players with something reasonable. We've been selling players too cheap. Look at players like Ferran Jotla, for example. Just 5 million euros, highly prospect player. If we were the one buying those players, the kind of price that they would charge us, you wouldn't believe it. So I think if Chelsea can't pay that amount of money, then we'll keep Aubameyang. He's still useful in the club. He's even still happy to be at Barca, but just the fact that he's tempted by the salary that Chelsea have been offering, that is, as we are hearing reports saying that is double what he's receiving currently at Barcelona. Apart from that, I think he will still be there to stay. So let's just hope that things work in our favor in this time. Then talking about the Alonso case, for the longest time, we have been hearing Alonso closing in on a move to the Camp Nou, but things have really slowed down. Things have just slowed down, and I don't understand how. But when we understand the fact that Barca can always sign players, but when it comes to registering those players, they face a huge problem. A huge problem. We saw it last week before our first game against Rayo Vallecano. It's only on the eve that Barca were able to register their new signings, and it was almost an embarrassment if they couldn't have registered those players before that game. Now they have not even registered Jules Koundé as we speak. So how would they even start bringing other new players where there's no guarantee that those players will be registered? So that's why we can see the Alonso deal is somehow delaying, understandably so, because how can you bring Alonso then? Alonso will not be happy for the fact that you come immediately, he cannot play games, because Barca will be talking like, we can't register you, you have to wait, you have to be patient and things like that. So that's why Alonso's deal have really slowed down, and potential other deals that we had to do before this transfer window comes to a close is everything is just slowed down. I very much doubt if Barca will be able to get all those new players in time. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, with less than 2 weeks remaining until the transfer window comes to a close, Barcelona are stepping up their quest to offload all the fringe players before the market slams to a short. Memphis Depay and Frenkie de Jong are among the players currently in contention to leave Camp Nou, with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang also joining the club, especially amid interest from Chelsea. On the flip side of things, Barcelona are actively looking to bring in a few more faces. The likes of Bernardo Silva, Marcos Alonso and Joan Foy are some of the players to be targeted by Xavi in these final few weeks of the transfer market. However, according to Gerard Romero, Barcelona may also contemplate signing a new centre-forward if they manage to sanction the sale of all the players. The list of players may include both Depay and Aubameyang, as they are Barca's main goal-scoring options. Apart from this signing, Robert Lewandowski, and with the two potentially leaving Camp Nou by the end of the month, the addition of a new number 9 could be entertained. Gerard Romero adds that Barcelona have a list of free agent forwards they could target as cost-effective options to provide backup for Lewandowski in this new season. The Spanish journalist has particularly mentioned the names of Edison Cavani and Andres Belotti, although he has not yet confirmed if both the players are targeted by FC Barcelona. He also had a list of other free agent forwards, including but not limited to the likes of Keita Balde, Daniel Sturridge, and even Andy Carroll. Given the pedigree the two have at the highest level of football, it could perhaps not come as a surprise to see Barca make a move for either of them. However, Romero adds that the addition of a new forward remains a remote possibility for the club at the moment. A lot could depend on the fate of both Depay and Aubameyang as we slowly enter the final phase of this summer transfer window. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.